The Woodsboro Murders, an audio drama reading by Stargazer. Chapter 9. Everyone's a suspect. The late afternoon sun is quickly disappearing. Tatum and Sydney rock on the front porch, looking out onto the small town neighborhood. Dewey's patrol jeep is parked in the driveway. Despite loud music blaring from an inside stereo, this is a quiet moment. Maybe Cotton Weary is telling the truth. Maybe he was having an affair with your mom. So you think my mom was a slut too? I didn't say that, Sid. But you know, there were rumors. Your dad was always out of town on business. Maybe your mom was just a very unhappy woman. If they were having an affair, how come Cotton couldn't prove it in court? You can't prove a rumor, Sid. That's why it's a rumor. Created by that little tabloid twit Gail Weathers. Tatum leans in and says delicately, "It goes further back, Sid. There's been talk about other men. And you believe it? Well, you can only hear that Richard Gere gerbil story so many times before you have to start believing it." A long silence as Sydney agonizes over all of this. She stands up and moves to the edge of the porch and stares out onto the neighborhood. If I was wrong with Cotton, then he's still out there. Don't go there, Sid. You're starting to sound like some Wes Carpenter flick. Don't freak yourself out. We've got a long night ahead of us. You're right. I'm cracking up. Ignore me. Come on, let's rock. Sid follows Tatum inside the house, never seeing the ghost-masked figure that stands across the street under a tree, his presence so subtle and unobtrusive. Stu is moving along the main street when Billy comes barreling up next to him. "How'd you do?" "Piece of cake, she'll be there." "Thanks, Buttwart, you did good." "So, you gonna try and make up with Sid?" "Duh, that's quick." "I was just asking, why are you always mad at me?" "Because I'm trying to build your self-esteem. You're far too sensitive." "Oh." Billy thumps Stu's forehead. "You ready to party hard tonight?" "You know it." They come to a building centrally located in the heart of a main street. A huge blue monstrosity that's bigger than the local bank and post office combined. The sign in front reads Blockbuster. It's your typical Blockbuster, huge and crowded. Randy, in his Blockbuster getup, is busy reshelving returns when Stu appears, knocking the videos out of his hands. "Jesus, this place is packed." Randy, picking up his videos. "We had a run in the mass murder section. You coming tonight?" "Yeah, I'm off early. Curfew, you know." He looks off. Now that's in poor taste. "What?" Randy refers to Billy, who stands down the aisle, talking to two girls. "If you were the only suspect in a senseless bloodbath, would you be standing in the horror section?" "It was all a misunderstanding. He didn't do anything." "You're such a little lapdog. He's got killer printed all over his forehead." "Then why'd the police let him go?" "Because obviously they don't watch enough movies. This is standard horror movie stuff. Prom Night Revisited." Randy moves down the aisle, reshelving videos. "Why do you think he'd want to kill his own girlfriend?" "There's always some bullshit reason to kill your girlfriend. That's the beauty of it all. Simplicity. Besides, if it's too complicated, you lose your target audience." "So what's his reason?" "Maybe Sid wouldn't have sex with him." "Is she saving herself for you?" "Could be. Now that Billy's tried to mutilate her, you think Sid would want to go out with me?" "I think her father did it." "How come they can't find his ass?" "Because he's probably dead. His body will come popping out in the last reel somewhere. Eyes gouged out. See, the police are always off track with this shit. If they'd watch Prom Night, they'd save time. There's a formula to it. A very simple formula. Everyone's a suspect. The father, the principal, the town derelict, which is you. So while they're off investigating a dead-end Billy, who's been written off as a suspect, is busy planning his next hunting expedition." "How do we know you're not the killer?" Randy spins around to find Billy right behind him. Hi, Billy." "Maybe your movie freaked mind lost its reality button." Randy shrugs, laughing it off. "You're absolutely right. I'm the first to admit it. If this were a scary movie, I'd be the prime suspect." Stu moves closer to Randy. "And what would be your motive?" "It's the millennia. Motives are incidental." Dewey's patrol jeep makes its way down Main Street. It's almost dark. The street is close to deserted. Dewey's behind the wheel, having a heated conversation with Tatum while Sid stares out the window. "A party? Mom's gonna kill you, then me." "Don't be so self-righteous. It's just a little blowout. We'll be perfectly safe." Sid stares out the window. Closed signs fill the storefronts. A few people rush to their cars in a hurry to beat curfew. God, look at this place. It's like the town that dreaded sundown. "Hey, I saw that movie. True story, about some killers in Texas." "Hey, Sid. Just think if you made a movie about you. Who's gonna play you?" "Oh, God." Dewey comes to a stop. parking the car in front of the police station. He looks to Sid with a brotherly smile. I see you as a young Meg Ryan myself. Thanks, Dewey, but with my luck they'd cast story spelling. They pile out of the Jeep. Dewey heads for the station. I'll be just a few minutes, don't go far. The girls take off to the local supermarket that sits across the street. Is Billy going to be there? He better not be. I told Stu to keep his mouth shut. I think we can live without everybody's all-American hero for one night. They approach the grocery store, small and simple. Sid and Tatum grab a shopping cart from the bin and enter the store, pushing the cart through 2 sliding glass doors. A lone checkout lady behind the counter, big and frumpy, looks up from counting money. You girls have to hurry it up, we're under curfew. Tatum replies, 2 minutes, tops. They make a beeline for the junk food, just as the automated doors slide shut behind them. A ghost mask figure appears out of nowhere, standing just outside, watching quietly through the glass store windows. Sheriff Burke's face heats up as Deputy Riley marches in hurriedly. Dewey, where the hell you been, boy? Keeping my eye on Sydney. Listen up, Dewey, because it's bad. Real bad. Aircomp just faxed us. The calls were listed to Neil Prescott, Sydney's father. He made the calls with his cellular phone. It's confirmed. Couldn't his cellular number have been cloned? There's more. Guess what tomorrow is? The anniversary of his wife's death. It all fits. He's our man. Have you contacted the Bureau? They believe he's out of the state by now. We'll keep roadblocks and curfew in effect through the night. If he's not picked up by morning, we'll do a house-to-house. You think he could still be in town? He'd have to be crazy. Where's Sydney? She's with my sister. Should I bring her in? Hold off for now. Just stay close to her. She'll be with friends over at Stu Mocker's tonight. Watch her. Don't let on. Just keep your eyes out. Yes, sir. Sydney and Tatum push a basket through the junk food section. The store is completely empty. The girls grab freely. Billy's right. Whenever he touches me, I just can't relax. You have a few intimacy issues as a result of your mother's untimely death. It's no big deal. You'll thaw out. But he's been so patient with me, Tatum. You know, with all this sex stuff, how many guys would put up with a girlfriend who's sexually anorexic? Billy and his penis don't deserve you. Sydney grabs some chips and salsa from the shelf. Down the aisle, through the storefront window, the ghost-masked figure still stands, watching their every move. Sid pushes the cart out the glass door, with Tatum riding it. The ghost-masked figure is nowhere to be found. Sid pushes the cart up to Dewey's Jeep. Tatum hops off. Tatum pulls the back Jeep door open, loading the groceries in. Behind her, the ghost-masked figure appears, just out of her sight, behind the Jeep's open back door. Okay, Sid, let's have some fun tonight. Deal. Sydney moves to the back door and closes it shut, when from behind, Dewey stands. Sid jumps, startled. Your girls ready? Yeah. Looks like I'm your personal bodyguard tonight, Sid. No, Dewey, you'll ruin the whole night. Sorry, police orders. I'll stay out of the way, I promise. Shit. Tatum kicks the shopping cart out of the way blindly and rolls down the road by itself, gaining speed on a decline, running smack into the ghost-masked figure who stops the cart cold with one hand.